Hello, GW, and welcome to this week's Top Headlines. I'm Jessica Nix. Another week, and there are more rollouts of Biden's top administration picks. General Lloyd Austin was nominated for Secretary of the Defense. The four-star general used to lead the U.S. Central Command before retiring in 2016, and he oversaw the withdrawal of American troops in Iraq in 2011. If confirmed, Austin will be the first black man to hold the position. General Austin may run into some trouble with his nomination. For a retired military personnel to be nominated to the traditionally civilian position, they must be retired for 7 years. Otherwise, Congress must vote on a waiver for the nomination to proceed. General Austin has only been retired for about 5 years. President Trump's first Secretary of the Defense, General Mattis, received a waiver, and some lawmakers are expressing concern about granting another one and setting a precedent for nominating recently active duty military members. Other new additions to the cabinet include Representative Marcia Fudge for Secretary of Housing and Development and former Iowa Governor Tom Vilsack for Agriculture Secretary. Vilsack previously held the position in the Obama administration. If Representative Fudge is confirmed, she will be the first black woman to lead the department in decades. California's Attorney General Xavier Becerra was nominated for Secretary of Health and Human Services. Becerra would be the first Latino to head the department and faces a daunting task as the coronavirus pandemic only gets worse. President Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, has tested positive for COVID-19. Trump announced the news on Twitter this week. Giuliani was hospitalized but then later released. Giuliani has traveled across the country in the past weeks advocating for Trump's election lawsuits. A large majority of the Arizona legislature is currently quarantining after coming in contact with Giuliani. Another Trump lawyer and aide also contracted the virus. Jenna Ellis has been by Giuliani's side as they dispute the election, and she has frequented the White House before her announcement. Giuliani and Ellis join the growing list of Trump's inner circle who have tested positive for the virus. After one of the deadliest weeks in the country's history, a COVID vaccine is on the horizon. Here's David Vargas with more on the vaccine.
Thank you, Jessica. On December 8th at University Hospital in Coventry, England, a 91-year-old made international history for being the first person to take Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine outside a trial. Margaret Keenan was greeted with cheers leaving the hospital as she marked the start of England's roughly 800,000 doses expected to go out later this week. Officials at the National Health Organization are estimating that 4 million doses will be given out across England by the start of the new year. Other nations who have approved the vaccine will follow England's footsteps and will distribute the vaccine in the near future. Across the pond, the Food and Drug Administration approved the Pfizer vaccine on December 11th for individuals over 16. The United States now joins a list of 6 countries who have approved the vaccine for their constituents. After it was approved, President Trump went on Twitter to announce the news. Here's what he had to say.
Good news. Today our nation has achieved a medical miracle. We have delivered a safe and effective vaccine in just 9 months. This is one of the greatest scientific accomplishments in history.
President Trump is expecting to have 100 million doses created by the end of his term. As the end of 2020 nears, stay safe and enjoy the holiday. Back to you, Jessica.
Thank you, David. The 2020 election is not over yet as the Senate majority has yet to be decided. In the Georgia runoff election, Jon Ossoff is facing off against Republican incumbent David Perdue. In the special election runoff, Reverend Raphael Warnock is taking on Senator Kelly Loeffler, who was appointed to the position in 2019 by Georgia's governor. President Trump came to Georgia to hold a rally for the Republican senators, where he continued to tout his conspiracy of winning the election. President-elect Biden will also travel to the state to campaign for Warnock and Ossoff. The Peach State's early voting starts next week, but on January 5th, the country will see how the Senate will look for the beginning of Biden's presidency. That's all for this week and for this semester. Have a great winter break, GW, and stay safe. We'll see you next time.